So stamps.com is who I buy my postage for, like domestic, like inside the US shipping. For 2 days, I broke their system so bad, I don't even know how I did this, that they had to call in external help to help them help me. I'm behind hundreds of orders that were supposed to go out this morning. I'm now packaging today on a Monday. I can't say thank you enough. I didn't expect to sell out as quickly as I did. So thank you guys for all the support. And we're about to hit 100,000 subs too. This week, it couldn't go any better. But yeah, let's jump into this video. What time is it? 1 o'clock, I'm about a quarter of the way done. I'm gonna drop these off at the UPS store. No, fuck, USPS store. I'm a software developer that happens to like cars and make videos about cars like I am. I'm also super OCD about processes because I'm typically setting up processes and writing software for companies that are shipping stuff out. And in my own scenario, it's a mess. There's shit everywhere. I'm kind of all over the place. I'm a little frustrated. I just realized I'm bitching about you guys buying my merch, supporting my channel, and I'm you know what? Ronald Castillo, you're getting your order for free. That is, every time I bitch today, someone's getting a free order. Because I love you guys. So, been to the post office 2 times. The last load, it's too late to drop them off now, so I'm gonna have to wait till tomorrow. That's like the end of it besides the 5 of you that placed orders in the last hour. I'll package those in a second. But once again, thank you guys. I could have clickbaited this video like it's falling apart or whatever about like the issue I was having with stamps earlier, made a whole video about this, but that's just, I don't want to be that guy on YouTube. So I'm gonna pick this video back up tomorrow or the day after. Do a, I don't know how much money you make on a daily basis, Starbucks, but you would think you'd have the money to put in like a high-tech drive-through microphone system because you fuck up my order like 3 times a week. I don't get it. This is gonna suck. Mentally, I'm gone. Like, this has been such a long day. It's 7 p.m. I forgot to eat all day long. I felt about to pass out. I just left the gym. I had a shitty workout. I need to finish this video. It's been like a week. I'll explain in a second, but I'm gonna eat. I need to get food. All right, look, my bad on taking a week to finish this video. I haven't posted anything in a while. I'm not apologizing, just explaining myself. Sometimes I get really burnt out, and if I'm working nonstop on other things besides YouTube, sometimes I get home and I want to just like relax and hang out with Becca and go see a movie or just go hang out and not film it. And I know as a YouTuber that's like, oh my God, you don't want to make YouTube video. Like, YouTube for me is a hobby. So at the end of the day, when I get exhausted from working and I'm just kind of like mentally fried, the last thing I want to do is film and edit. So that's why I haven't made a video in a week. I have a lot of shit planned. I'm gonna try to crank out like 3 videos this week. Anyways, on to the topic of this video, and that is that I think my car is like a less gay version of a Tesla. That's probably not the best term to use in 2018, whatever. Tesla's extremely good at being a self-driving electric car. I personally don't like electric cars. It's cool you don't have to pay for gas. At the same time, they're just a little lame. They're not, I don't know. It's something about the engine and being able to turn traction control off and do donuts and go on a track. Like, I would never take a Tesla on a track. To be fair, I haven't taken this on a track, but you get what I'm like getting at here. But for a long time, if you wanted a self-driving car, you had to buy a Tesla. Mercedes kind of slipped in what they call Distronic Plus, which is pretty much Tesla's autopilot, without anyone really knowing. I watched probably 10 or 15 reviews on this car before I bought it, and none of them mention that it can drive itself. Now, when I say drive itself, there's a couple little caveats here. No, it will not go from like A to B without your interaction at all. It won't stop at stoplights. You will blow through them, as I found out the hard way. And it also won't stop at stop signs. What it will do is maintain distance from the car in front of you and keep itself in the lane up to like maybe 45 to 50 degree angle. So basically on a highway, on a straight highway, this thing will drive itself from Houston to Austin without any interaction from me besides touching the steering wheel every once in a while to make sure it knows I'm alive. I'll talk about that in a second. But it'll change lanes on its own. If I flick on the blinker, it'll check its blind spot and then it'll move over. And it's just really good at being a highway car. I wouldn't recommend using autonomous features in the city like stoplight to stoplight, but that's not really what it's made to do. So in my E63S, which is currently driving itself the whole time I've been talking, it's been driving itself. There's a little stalk right here next to the blinker. When I pull that stalk towards me, I'm telling the car, start driving yourself. And it's also got this little knob on the side, and that tells it how far away from the car in front of you, oh, that's windshield wipers, how far away from the car in front of you you want to be. But the car is completely driving itself. You can see the turns going on here. I'm not touching it at all. It's doing everything. It's been doing everything since I started vlogging like 3 miles back. Also, in the menus here, I have the drive assist menu, which will actually show me the radar view of what's going on. And if there's a car in front of me, it'll show up in that radar and tell me how far away I am. It'll also change lanes. So if I click the blinker to the left, it's gonna check its blind spot and we're gonna change lanes without any interaction from myself. For someone that's always said, like, I don't want cars to drive themselves, I want to be able to drive, like, I'm dreading the day that we're no longer allowed to drive ourselves around, our cars have to drive us around. I love it. Like, driving to work in the morning for me is like a 14, 15 mile drive straight shot, and basically the whole way, I'm sure Mercedes and Tesla don't condone this, but I just mess around on my phone, send emails, check Instagram. Like, ideally you need to be paying attention to the road, but perfect example, for the last like 5 minutes I've been talking to this camera, I haven't done anything. Every once in a while it will ask me to touch the wheel to make sure that I'm still awake, but aside from that, I don't have to interact with my car at all. It's just driving me currently into town, which I should probably make a U-ey here before I end up in traffic. There are a couple things I don't like about it. The biggest thing for me is that sometimes it can't figure out where the lane is, right? Like, it loses track of where it should be, so it turns itself off, which wouldn't be too big of a deal if there was a tone or something that happened, but instead, the little green light on the dash just turns off, and that's it. So if you're not paying attention and looking at the green light on the dash, and it loses its lane, you just start drifting into a different lane, which is terrifying. Like, I really wish they'd implement some kind of tone or a vibration or something to let me know that it turned itself off. That just seems like a safety hazard. The second thing I dislike, which I actually turned off altogether, it'll actually read speed limit signs as you pass them and set its autopilot speed to the speed limit sign. However, it also reads school zone limits, and it doesn't care what time it is. From someone that works in software, I feel like this would be a really easy thing to fix. A simple if statement on the time being maybe later than 5 p.m. stop reading those signs would be super useful. And to be fair, the last time I experienced Tesla's autopilot was like a year ago at a P100D. They may have updated it, maybe way better now. But from my experience a year ago with that car and this car right now, I'd say they're pretty much identical. They both hold lanes about the same. And since I have a huge V8, a matte black paint job, over 600 horsepower, drift mode, like, this is everything badass that Tesla's not, and you get autopilot. And that's why I think this car is like the better version of the Tesla. Now, if you're trying to save the planet and you want to charge your car every night, go buy a Tesla. But if you just like Tesla for the autopilot, I would rather go with this. And I know a lot of you are gonna be like, oh, well, Tesla's faster 0 to 60. This thing tuned, someone just pulled like a 2.8, I think. So maybe a little bit faster 0 to 60, but anything over 100, this thing would walk away from a Tesla. All right, autopilot, I need to take over because you're gonna miss this turn. So interestingly enough, something that I never thought of when I was looking into cars driving themselves, if you're someone that gets car sick, like myself when someone else is driving, autopilot will actually make you sick. There's been a couple times in stop and go traffic where I have to turn off autopilot because I actually start getting sick, which is a really weird sensation to be car sick in your own car in the driver's seat, because I don't get sick when I drive, just when I'm riding. It's kind of strange. I gotta drop off like the last 4 or 5 Fuel Force orders. The hats are on the way. I'm gonna restock. You guys sold me out extremely fast. I wasn't planning on restocking so fast, but I'm gonna add like 2 new designs and then restock. But more importantly, I got to get on my content. So I have a brand new 2018 autobiography Range Rover review coming, a G-Wagon review. I just like 10 minutes ago got a text message on the 2019 G-Wagon I got coming for myself. I know I'm gonna hate myself for not buying it, but I went and saw a paint to sample signal green manual GT3 today. Such a sick car. The timing's just not right for me right now, and I know like 6 months from now I'm gonna like kick myself in the ass for not just saying fuck it and buying it. It just sucks the timing's not right, but that's still what I'm after. I happen to find the perfect one today, but I'm not quite ready yet. Maybe in before my next video is like bought a new GT3. Anyway, if you like the video, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're so close to 100,000. I took way too much pre-workout. I can like hear my hair growing right now. So I'm gonna go home and edit this video and relax a little bit. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.